So the preseason is here, ladies and gentlemen. Your teams are getting ready to get some warm-up games before the season starts. And we're going to give all of you fantasy players a little head start by giving you the top 10 fantasy players in each of their positions. And we're going to throw in a little NFL headlines as well. It's another edition of Fantasy Football Fever starting right now.
15 seconds to air. Stand by, all cameras.
Ready with slow motion and isolated cameras.
Stand by, videotape, and rotate.
And tape is rolling in less than 5, in 3, 2, 1.
Take tape.
What's up, everybody? It's Fantasy Football Fever time again on this night, August 6th, 2000. And the preseason started last night with the annual Hall of Fame game.
We're also on Twitch.
Yeah. And from what I saw last night, my Cowboys have a lot of work to do. But anyway, that's another story. My name is Tim McClellan. I thank you for everybody. Irene Namer, Andrew St. Clair, Daniel Cohen, Nick Jennison, and of course our lead commissioner, John Natale. How's it doing?
Good.
All right. Well, I know what I want to do tonight is we want to go ahead and get this thing going. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the current rankings for NFL players at their position as far as fantasy football is concerned. So right now, let me see if I can share my screen here. Go ahead.
So I have a headline that I want to pull out. If you're okay with it. Okay. NFL Network added Cameron Wolfe as a reporter, and he will be premiering on the NFL Network, NFL Films, and the app. I'll post his social media tag in the comments section. And then the other one that I wanted to bring up was NFL Network will be providing live coverage of the Pro Football Hall of Fame enrichments weekend, which will be happening August 7th at 6:30 p.m. The 2020 Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony, and then the 2021 Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony at 7 p.m. on August 8th. And that will be featuring a bunch of major NFL network coverage. And you can't miss it. Don't forget, guys. August 7th, August 8th. The one on August 7th is for 2020, and then the one for August 8th is 2021. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure you have your app installed for NFL Network, because you definitely want that.
And I definitely want to see Jimmy Johnson. I want to see his bust when they reveal it in Canton. Because it's about time that Jimmy Johnson got into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Well, anyway, let's take a look at this list here. What we got is the top fantasy players by their position. We'll start with the quarterbacks, and we see here at the top of the list, we have Mr. Patrick Mahomes representing. And we've got number 2. You would think it would be Tom Brady, but I guess it's not. Probably because of that huge contract extension that he signed earlier today. Natalie, correct me if I'm wrong, like 10 years?
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that. Sounds about right.
Yeah, about 10-year contract extension with the Buffalo Bills. So I guess he's pretty much their man. Number 3, we got Kyler Murray from the Arizona Cardinals. Number 4, Dak Prescott from my Cowboys. Of course, there's that big Q with that questionable thing because he's got a shoulder issue right now. But I want to get everybody's opinion. Do you think this injury or this little problem with the shoulder, do you think it's more serious than what they're letting on?
I think so. A lot of teams have a tendency of hiding things.
I think it's really big here. We're just starting the preseason here. I feel teams are always hide things here in the preseason and really don't show their true colors until the actual season begins.
Uh-huh. And looking at number 5, we have Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. So what do y'all think about Action Jackson? You think he's going to have an up or down year?
I think he's going to stay the same. I think his ranking's appropriate where it is. But he might be slightly better because he has less competition to worry about.
I'm gonna agree with Natalia here in this case. I see him stay about that level. There are a few quarterbacks that are better than him. I've thought worse here. He's good, but he's not as good as Mahomes. No, not even close.
Right.
So where is it right now? Number 5 here. That's a good number. He might get up to number 4. Depends on if Prescott says questionable here, or if perhaps see if he has to be going on the IR here in the beginning of the season. But it is the preseason. They have roughly a month to figure things out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're just a little over a month away. The season, of course, is September 9th. The start with the first game Thursday night between the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. So let's stay away from that. Number 6, it looks like that bad man has decided to return to Green Bay. But you think he's going to be better, or, I mean, last season was slightly a down year for Roger. Nick, I see you putting your thumbs down. Want to talk about that?
Well,
For fun, I'm also playing the fantasy football version of DraftKings to see if it differentiates.
So Nick, what do you think about that bad man?
here's what I think. I don't know why he came back, but since he's coming back, I don't know if he's going to do any good here. And it's that.
So you're saying maybe this might be a little bit of a worse year than last season?
Most likely, like, according to my calculations, 99% epic fail for that guy.
Ooh, that sounds brutal. Natalie, you want to comment on Rodgers?
I mean, I think he's going to stay roughly the same. I don't think he's going to get any better. I don't think he's going to get any worse. I mean, he'll probably still win the division, but it's not going to be as easy.
It's going to be hard for him.
Just based on who's in the division and where other teams are right now, I think the Packers will still win it, but it's just not going to be as easy.
Not going to be very easy, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Andy, you want to sound off?
Yeah. Who are we talking about? Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
He's iffy. I personally think he's actually ranked too high. I think he should be
ranked down more than that.
Below Wilson here.
I was thinking something like it.
I can't believe that Mahomes made number 1 on there, though. It's just crazy.
I personally thought that Rodgers here might either retire here or move to another team, which is why we thought he was going to do. But instead, he
I
signed.
think he could retire.
He is no Brett Favre.
Well,
He is
no,
no
no.
Brett Favre. He should not be number 6. He should be number 7. Put Wilson number 6.
I actually agree with you, Andrew.
So you'd probably say move Rodgers down to number 7 and then move Russell Wilson up to number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely.
I kind of number 8 here, Justin Herbert. I think he should be ranked a little bit higher. What do you think?
I could see that.
I think that's an after something like that, I believe.
That's interesting. I mean, he's coming off his big rookie of the year, so nowhere really to go but up for that young man. And of course, number 9, Tom Brady. Yeah, I think that's kind of a low rating for him right there.
Yeah, I agree. Tom
Very
Brady,
well.
he
Keep him at way, or it's probably going to keep going well.
But obviously, when you travel to Tampa Bay, of course.
If Tim doesn't mind, I just wanted to show something real quick. I wanted to share screens and just show this. 1 second.
I'll take my point here. I really think maybe it's Tom Brady when he.
This is the money line on them.
Never done that. And whoa.
Yeah. Go up and then on quarterbacks here. Let's see. Let's see what they have for quarterbacks here. Let's see here. Aaron Rod. We're talking about Aaron Rod. No, Tom Brady here. Don't even see him on the list. More spent. Less spent than the Roethlisberger.
There we go.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Brady. Well, he's gonna have a good year here.
Their salaries.
I always see maybe Brady, Mahomes versus Brady 2 here when we go to Super Bowl, the Super Bowl in February.
Ooh.
Wow.
I possibly seeing it right now. Of course, it's only the preseason.
I can possibly see it right now, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, they've been asking like in week 12, I still think it's going to happen.
See, I hear a lot of people saying we could see roll rematch between the Buccaneers and the Chiefs.
But if you see the money line, though, like that's my thing, is like Mahomes is. You could obviously tell that he's making 8,100. He's like right at the tippy top, and then you got K. Murray, and then Josh Allen, and then R. Wilson, and then D. Watson. You can see how they stack like that. And then what this is for, let me explain what this is for. So whoever wins this, it's a $5 million money pot, and the entry's $5. And what they do is like they bet on the game. So like let's say you did enter $5 and you entered, like let's say you bet it on Mahomes and he wins, it could double or like triple with DraftKings. That's, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's good to compare the money line to
I must say this here, because Mahomes, here we're talking about this here. But unless Mahomes gets injured, I see nothing stopping him from being the MVP again for another year. The only thing that can stop him is injury.
So, like, look at this. So you could pick, like, basically you could take your own fantasy football team and enter it in that slot, and then you bet $5, and if it wins, you win money. So, like, you get what I'm saying? It helps to use this tool to better decide your fantasy football picks. What my advice is, you make a DraftKings account. you could just bet, like, I mean, I'm not trying to encourage betting or whatever, but I'm just saying you could just bet like $5, and you know what I'm saying, it'll just motivate you more to pick it more wisely. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could obviously see where this is heading, what they're doing over here, it's like a money pot. And then let me show you the other one that they got going on was this one. I do this like every year when I'm doing fantasy football. So like, let me show you the other one that I got. So the other one, okay, so you got two choices. You got actually three choices. For $5, you could bet on a $5 million fantasy football millionaire pot. For $100 entry, it's $2.5 million. And then for a free $1,000, check out the free $1,000 one. This is the luxury box. So, like, let's say if you did win this one, you could win at least $200,000. And I actually have some friends who do this. But I'm just saying, you don't necessarily have to bet or anything. You know what I mean? It just helps you decide it more easily. You know what I'm saying? If you're following like what they're picking and stuff, it just gives you a better sense of, you know what I mean? It's good to play around with a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine betting $3,000 on your fantasy football picks. That is just insanity.
Yeah. I haven't done DraftKings in a long time. I'm thinking
It's a
about
little
Never done
extreme,
it.
I
Never
think.
done it.
I just do these things for fun. I don't bet money.
Really?
I know that. But I'm
Really?
saying, look how they're stacking it.
Oh my! Wow.
yeah, different types to choose from.
I'm gonna put Tim's stream back on there, but I was
There we go. That's much better.
Sorry.
You're fine.
And rounding out our top 10 fantasy players, fantasy quarterbacks, rounding out the top 10 is Jalen Hurts from the Philadelphia Eagles. Now,
I wouldn't put him there. I would not put him there. Too early. Let's pump the brakes a bit. Too new.
No.
I
20 maybe, but not 10. That's too high.
No, I would have actually Stafford as my number 10 quarterback.
Yeah, I think Stafford is fine, or maybe Tannehill.
right now we got
It's a hard choice. I'm still running about that stuff.
Stafford at 12. Joe Burrow, of course, coming off of that very early season-ending injury last year at number 13. Matt Ryan at number 15. Trevor Lawrence at 14. Go down to we got Cousins at 22. Baker Mayfield, I'd say that's probably sleeper position.
Yeah, that's Cleveland.
Kind of a sleeper position. He might do some stuff this year, and Tua time in Miami. Hopefully he'll get a lot better. And right here at number 16, I'm going to go ahead and make this prediction right now.
Good.
I predict this will be Ben Roethlisberger's final year in the NFL.
I think that it's Turbans. You might be right.
I agree. It's almost like he's like Mr. Reliable right
This
now.
might be his last season. If he doesn't mess up.
Say put it on the board. Well, so we'll just put that one on the board, and right now we'll just move on to the top running backs in fantasy. And this one here, I have a dispute over as far as the top 10 top running backs. I have a huge dispute over this one.
Whoa.
Yeah, let me get back up here to the top here, and you'll see why I have a little dispute with these first three picks here. The first three, you got Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers. He's ranked number 1. You got Dalvin Cook from the Vikings at number 2. And then Alvin Kamara for the Saints at number 3. But didn't number 4, Derrick Henry, didn't he lead the league in rushing yards last year? In fact, he became the 8th running back in history to run for 2,000 yards in a season.
Whoa.
This is what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Soccer, indeed.
Blasphemy! I mean, it's
Blasphemy! Blasphemo!
I think the main reason they put McCaffrey number 1 because he could serve as a pass catcher too.
The Reds have been rigged.
But I can see Kamara in the top 3. I can see
who rigged what again? Sorry, who rigged what?
Somebody probably rigged this thing here, but
no.
This is basically from ESPN.
I'm just kidding.
And don't speculate the NFL's rigged, please, because
you know that's kidding.
Controversy. I know. But it could be. Hey, you never know because Tom Brady keeps winning, but it's just. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? My money's on Tom Brady's gonna win. I can already tell you, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to speculate it's rigged. You know what I mean? I know some other games that are rigged. Yeah, you never know. It could be rigged. I have no clue. But you know what I mean? I would rather just you know what I mean. I hope it's not rigged. But what could you do? You know, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady keeps winning the Super Bowl. So what do you do?
Yeah,
Tom Brady. I bet on the Super Bowl last year, and I won over $700 by betting on the Super Bowl. So, hey, you know what I mean? As long as it's paying the bills and I'm happy, whatever. You know what I mean? Let Tom Brady win. But I just don't want to say it's rigged because we don't know for sure if it's rigged.
Yeah. But it might be, it might not. Don't know.
I love Tom Brady, but I hate that he left the Patriots. You know what I mean? It was just awful. Like I feel betrayed. I feel honestly betrayed. Like Gronk too. They betrayed me. Like you know what I mean? It's just terrible.
I know. Right?
I had to become I'm a Patriots fan, and I had to become a Buccaneers fan. Like really? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just nuts.
No, don't be a Buccaneers fan.
I turned into
what, you know. No, Dora, yeah.
Number 5. Look here, you got Zeke Elliott. Now,
that's a fair spot.
Now, last year he rushed for just under 1,000 yards. You think he can make at least 1,000 this year?
He might. I think he's gonna come up a little short, though. I'm gonna say more like maybe 900 range. All depends on who they're playing on given days.
Yeah, we got Saquon Barkley, who of course suffered a season-ending injury last year. Then you got Austin Eckler for the Chargers, Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, Aaron Jones for the Packers, and Nick Chubb for the Browns, rounding out the top 10 there.
I put Chubb a little higher.
I agree. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Chubb is down there on number 10.
Yeah, that might need to go up a bit. His name might need to go up a bit.
Yeah, maybe like number 8. You know,
that's the number I was thinking. I was thinking 8 also.
Yeah, like I said, but it's already in the season, so you don't know how that's going to be.
All right, let's take a look at some other notables here. Let's see who we got. We got Antonio Gibson from the football team. Now, Clyde Edwards-Helaire at number 15.
That makes sense. He kind of collapsed towards the end of last season. He kind of just lost it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Harris is ranked and he hasn't played a single game yet.
Now, this guy here, Josh Jacobs for Las Vegas. At number
Whoa,
10.
he's a big snub. He should be like maybe 15 or 20.
This is my Super Bowl jacket from this year.
I love it.
Beautiful.
As soon as I heard that listen, you know, I wanted a fair shake of a game. You mean I wanted it to be fair, right? But as soon as I heard that the Buccaneers won and then I won $700, I went on NFL.com and I just had to order a jacket. I was like, my mind was like blown that I won. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like to all the people watching this, I really hope your team wins. But unfortunately, if the Buccaneers do win, like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, Tom Brady needs to retire soon, please. Because it'll just keep happening, and there's going to be people that are thinking it's rigged, or, like, there's going to be disappointed people any way you look at this. You know what I'm saying? I want people to feel like it's a fair game. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, what could you do? You know what I mean? It's like, there's nothing you could really do about it. You know what I mean? Like, look, I have my jacket. You know, I'm a happy camper that he won, but you know what I'm saying? I want people to feel like it's a fair game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kept seeing, like, referees and people Tom Brady. So, like, I don't know what to think of that.
Well, now we're going to take a look at the top wide receivers here. Devontae Adams should be back from injury. Should be back along with Aaron Rodgers coming back to Green Bay. Tyreek Hill for Kansas City. I mean, that guy's a beast. I gotta tell you,
that's a good spot.
That guy is a beast right there. I tell you. Then you got Stephon Diggs from the Buffalo Bills at number 3. Got Arizona's DeAndre Hopkins at number 4. I got a little problem here. DK Metcalf for Seattle. I think he should be ranked a little bit higher. And not only him, but his teammate Tyler Lockett. I think both of those guys are probably one of the best receiving candidates in the whole league. I mean, maybe in the league, but definitely in the NFC.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got Calvin Ridley for the Falcons, he's pretty good. A.J. Brown for Tennessee. I don't know much about him.
I think that's a little high.
Justin Jefferson for Minnesota, Terry McLaurin for Washington, and Keenan Allen for the Chargers. Notice they got CD Lamb at number 13. They got him as the highest rated Cowboys receiver there is. I mean, he's even ranked higher than, there's his teammate right there at 14, Amari Cooper.
But he's out.
Yeah, they got Lamb ranked just above Cooper.
CD Lamb, yeah.
And let's see, I got Julio Jones.
Daniel, do you see any names on this list that stick out to you, or no?
Let me try to see it.
Yeah, I'll try to zoom in for you on it. So I can. Here you go. Let's see what Daniel's opinion is.
Yeah, I think Derek Metcalf should be at least 2 places higher.
Do you see any names on there that stick out at you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with number 9, AJ.
Number 9, Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a pretty good receiver for the Redskins. Well, being a football team, why do I keep wanting to say the old name? Anyway, we got Cooper and we got Lamb and Cooper, 13 and 14. Look at this. I got Tyler Lockett way down here at 26. Let me get back over there. 26, Tyler Lockett. He should be a lot higher than that. So, I got Juju Smith-Schuster at number 33. Anybody see a problem with that?
Maybe just a tad higher, but not by much.
What are these? Are these quarterbacks?
No, we're talking about the wide receivers now.
Wide receivers, in my honest opinion, the ones that really could you just scroll up, please? The ones that really stick out to me. Oh, okay. The ones that are really getting at me definitely is number 8. It's number 1, number 6, and number 8.
Adams, Ridley, and Jefferson.
Yes.
Yes. I was surprised here. I'm looking at teams here. I'm surprised. You don't see the Broncos anywhere on that list.
Maybe they'll make it soon, and it's just preseason or something.
Maybe for defense, but offense is there currently. But that's my perspective. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay. Well,
the noise in the background, I have no idea what that could be from. I checked everything. I have no idea who's causing that. Just disregard it. It's probably an echo from somewhere, but I checked everywhere. It's got nothing to do with me or StreamYard. Or I checked Daniel's thing, and it's not from him either. So
okay.
I have no idea where that's coming from.
Well, as we move right along here, we are now going to take a look at the top tight ends in fantasy football. As soon as the page will stop loading.
The PPR rankings, yep.
And is it any surprise that Travis Kelce is number 1?
Yeah.
No.
Surprise. No surprise.
No surprise.
Surprise because of the Super Bowl. That's why. Because it's Vegas.
He's right, you know.
Is when they do this list, it's generally for also people who are betting, right? So it's like it's Vegas. This is all for Vegas. You know what I mean?
And I know George Kittle, he's coming back from an injury, and they got him at number 3. Kyle Pitts from Atlanta. I think he was their big draft pick this year. That was the guy that Jones was really looking at this past year, and I was like, no, we don't need a tight end. We need defense. So we got Kelce at number 3. We got Evan Ingram for the Giants at number 14. Gronk's at number 18.
Oh my God! How did he go so low? He used to be higher than that.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Something bad happened.
No, it's just that Gronk was lower. That is terrible. He used to be higher when he was with the Patriots.
Perhaps he did. Maybe I did because Gronk was like in charge of WWE, hosted the WrestleMania this year. Nah, I'm really surprised. I thought Gronkowski would be up there, say maybe the top 10.
Well, the thing is, like, when Patriots. Okay, so like from my understanding, you know what? Just to show, I could pull up 2019's rankings or 2020 and compare them to this. They were way higher when they were with the Patriots, by far. I don't know what happened when they went with the Buccaneers. They thought it was the best thing to do, and it's like it's like they start out low and then magically they make their way up because of Tom Brady. So like it just differentiates. It's been differentiating ever since they went to the Buccaneers. I personally don't think it was a smart move when they went to the Patriots. Sorry. I don't think it was a smart move for Gronk and Brady to go to the Buccaneers, but you know what? Like it's like they did it for money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? But once we're done with this, I could pull up 2019 to 2020's rankings, and I could easily compare these. And it's a shame. You know what I mean? I'm really disappointed in Gronk. You know what I mean? He could be higher on that list. Maybe he's close to retiring. I don't know what is going on with him. I'm just disappointed in him. He should be higher on the list. I have to admit that.
Now, I noticed right here at number 23, Blake Jarwin for the Cowboys. He, of course, had a very early season-ending injury last year. So they got him at 23. But Dalton Schultz, his backup, actually did pretty well for himself last year. I don't even see where they have.
1 second.
I don't even know where they even have Dalton Schultz, if they even got him on this list. Because Schultz came in when Jarwin went down with that injury, but Schultz, he did very well, and of course, that left a little more room for CeeDee Lamb and for Michael Gallup to both get some good reps and some good targets. But anyway, those are some of the tight ends here. Now we go to the guys with the legs. We go to the kickers now. And once again, waiting for the screen to load. Take a sip of my Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Look at this real fast, though. I'm going to put yours back, but I just wanted to prove something. Look at this.
Uh-huh.
You got me going technical now. It's like I'm going right to it. You could see on here he had a higher ranking when he was with the Patriots, Gronk. Specifically, he did have a higher ranking. He was way higher before that. You could easily see his yards, his TD, everything with fantasy football. He had a way higher ranking before. I don't know what the problem is with him, but okay. Do you guys see this? Do you see the differentiation here? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I think it was a horrible move for them to go to Buccaneers, but you know what I mean? What could you do?
Well, anyway, looking at the top fantasy kickers, Mr. Automatic Justin Tucker, I mean, that's no surprise right there. Justin Tucker, number 1 for Baltimore, followed by Harrison Butker, Kansas City, and you got. How in the world do you pronounce that name?
Which
Young
name?
who?
Young Hoku. Young Hoku.
Young Hoku.
Young Hoku.
And then you got Jason Myers, the kicker for Seattle, who I actually thought was a butcher in New Orleans. But that's a totally different Jason Myers. And if he was in this room right now, he'd be, all right, listen here now. Jason, if you're watching, love you, bro. Other names, Greg the Leg for the Cowboys. Natalie, if I'm not mistaken, Zerline suffered a season-ending injury in practice.
I haven't heard that. I'll have to look it up at a later time to check.
Yeah, our kicker, Greg the Leg, formerly of the Rams, now in his, I think it's.
We can click it for more info. Let's see what happened there.
Let's see right here. Let's get some news here. Let me look at Greg here. Looking at some of his stats last year, he was 82.9%.
I can't believe Justin Tucker got number 1 on there. Why?
That's no surprise to me.
I know, but I think last year it was different. Let me check. I remember something else. 1 second.
He is a fine fantasy starter. This was I'll take a look at some of his numbers, but let's click on the news tab here. Seems like it hasn't been a. Seems like they haven't really updated any of his, but I heard he got hurt, so looks like they may be looking for a different kicker. I mean, I don't really see anything that talked about Zerline's injury. So I don't know about that right there. We'll just have to look at that there. Robbie Gold, the ageless Matt Prater, ageless wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Prater, Robbie Gold, they've been around for a long time. They'll probably be around longer than both of those Andersons, Gary and Morton. Then we got Nick Folk, who is in New England. Mason Crosby for Green Bay down at 21.
Yeah, I think that age is catching up to him.
Yeah, you know, that's what they say in sports. The only opponent you can never defeat is Father Time. So those are pretty much some of the kickers here as we go on down the line. Dustin Hopkins for Washington. So basically, Justin Tucker. I am not surprised that Tucker is the top. He's been the top kicker for at least the last 5 years, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now when it comes to the defense and the special teams, as we take a look at that list, I'm going to say I'm not even going to look at it right now, but I'm going to say that Washington is at top.
I'm going to guess Pittsburgh.
Let's see.
For some reason, I don't know why. Oh, I was close.
Actually, it's the Buccaneers at the top, followed by the Steelers, Ravens, Rams, Bills. What? They got Washington at number 9? That is too low. That is way too low. Their front seven.
Mm-hmm.
That front seven was a murderer's row. I mean, last year that front seven just tore the Cowboys apart on Thanksgiving. I know, because I had to sit through it, and I was just, yeah.
Yeah. As far as the 10 teams is fair, it just needs to be interchangeable a little bit. Like one I'm fine with, 2 I'm fine with, 3 I'm fine with those. Just the bottom deck needs to be moved around a little bit.
So I got the Niners sitting at 6, Colts at 7, Patriots at 8, football team at 9. And
I would switch the Niners with the Washington.
Now let's see where they put. Well, of course, they pretty much had the worst defense in the league last year, because I don't see them on this list. Of course, you know who that is. Yeah. That, of course, would be my boys. They're probably going. I guess these ESPN.com experts have very low expectations for the Cowboys defense this year. High expectations last year, but they just probably the first 13 games, Cowboys were very terrible. Their turnover ratio was atrocious, and then of course, like the last 5 or so games of the year, they kind of picked up the turnover ratio, kind of shifted a little. But let me see. Got the Eagles. What they got? Do they have now the Chiefs? They got the Chiefs kind of in the middle of the pack as far as the ranked defense.
I could see that their offense is better than their defense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I'm a little surprised the Dolphins are ahead of them. That's a little bit surprising.
Dolphins at 13.
Yeah, that I would probably switch them with the Chiefs.
I see the Browns are at number 11.
I think they're potentially a top 10. I would probably swap them with the Saints.
Swap them out with the Saints, maybe.
Yeah, but the Saints at 10 is fair.
Yeah, but I would definitely. I mean, if it was me, I'd have to put Washington up in the top 3 because they
top 5 for me. I would swap them with the Niners,
yeah,
maybe the Rams even, and be a top 5 maybe.
Maybe top 5 for Washington this year. That, like I said, that front 7 was a killer, and they're looking to kind of repeat with that defense that carried them all the way to the division championship last year. So, so that's pretty much the best players by position. Of course, they change every day. So y'all out there, just check ESPN.com. If you're not an ESPN Plus subscriber like I am, like a lot of us are, hey, it's never too late. Join ESPN Plus. You get more in-depth information here.
Join ESPN, and not only that, you really want a better insight too. DraftKings is awesome too, and then there's another site I wanted to show. Hold on, I'm going to show this. Quarterback versus spread.
Action. Okay, I'm not quite familiar with this site here.
Action.
Oh, Action. Okay.
Yes. It's odds. The odds of winning.
The winning here. Yeah, looks like Rodgers, Josh Allen. Get that. Good. I do.
Action, and then there's Bet Shark. Let me show you the other one. There's Sportsbook Odd Shark.
Okay.
This will really give you a good idea of things. 1 second.
Yeah, for those who who like to bet on football like Irene does, y'all can just check these sites out.
Yeah.
So I guess with that, I guess we could probably close up shop on this edition of Fantasy Football Fever. And I do want to say our next show will be Friday night, September 3rd. That is a huge night for us. Natalie, tell them why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to announce it after the conclusion of the show, but I wasn't sure if you guys knew, but that's going to be the night, well, bearing any changes, that's tentatively, that's going to be the day where we have our draft.
Yeah.
That's right, folks.
Are we going to have any shows before that, or it's just going to be that one?
I don't know what other shows we could do between now and then, but I have definitely scheduled a show for draft night. Our draft actually starts at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. So what's going to happen is we're going to start our show. We're going to start our show a half hour early. So look for us to go on the air at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central on Friday, September 3rd.
Yeah, we just need four more people. We just need 4 more people to get the draft complete.
I'll get the people. Don't worry, I'll get the people in there. It's not a problem. And then, if this makes any sense, could we have one per show before draft? Because it would just help people figure out what to pick and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
We could do that.
Right. I think that's a good idea. We could have our own little fantasy football tips.
Next Thursday. Try to make them on Thursdays because it gets really difficult to round up people. Like, if possible, if it has to be Friday, whatever. I've got some more content to share before we wrap up the show. I've got some really good stuff for you guys. 1 second. So let me show you NFL Network, Red Zone, and Sunday Ticket. I want to. This will really help people. Let me play the commercial.
Yeah, Sunday ticket would be wonderful, especially since I'll be able to watch some Kansas City Chiefs games because that's my number 2 team.
1 second, let me pull up the commercial. Oh my God, where's the new one? Everybody watching this, make sure you get your Sunday ticket because, you know what I mean, its prices will probably go up if you do not get it right now. Like there's packages with DirecTV, there's all kinds of stuff on it. Like before we close up shop, I just want to help these people out. So basically, like, yeah, if you're looking to get Sunday ticket right now, Apple TV is gonna offer like an introductory price or like some break on it. So let me just explain. So if whoever's watching this, if you're looking for Sunday ticket or Apple, if you own Apple TV, you can get a better rate with Sunday ticket through that way. And the beauty of Sunday ticket is you could see games that are generally in sport bars in your home, and sometimes it's commercial free. But wait, there's more. If you get Sunday Ticket Max, then you have access to the Red Zone. And if you get Sirius XM Radio, it offers exclusive content for the NFL. So make sure you have, like, if you have Sling or Fubo or whatever streaming app you got, make sure you have the NFL channel on there because you definitely want to see some of these international games that are about to play out in London and different things. But I just wanted to give a heads up about all of this because, if you're really looking for a good deal right now on that Sunday ticket, now's your time to buy it right now. And then don't forget about NFL. There's another subscription package that I wanted to bring up to help the people out. So, like, if there's a Game Pass, and right now, if you subscribe, you could get a really good deal on that. So, I have NFL Game Pass. I have NFL Sunday Ticket Max. I have Sirius XM Radio with the NFL channel on it. I'm like fully covered. I got my NFL coverage and I got my HBO Max. I'm like all set with that. So I just wanted to bring that up because it's good for the people to know where to find the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just the technology side of things. Like, yeah.
All right, absolutely. So, hey, it's not too early. The preseason is here, y'all. So go ahead and get your deals, find your good deals, and get ready for football season, which is coming around. So, I guess with that, we will close up shop for Fantasy Football Fever. Hopefully, we've gotten y'all some tips about who to draft and who not to draft, whose stock could be rising, whose stock could be falling. But, of course, like I said, pretty much changes every day because there's still training camps going on. There's, of course, the preseason games going on. So, of course, we finally now have our scheduled draft for Friday, September 3rd. So, we're watching for that. So, I guess we can close things up right now. Thanks to everybody here, my good friends, Irene, Daniel, Andrew, our commissioner, John Natale. Thanks to Nick, who is yes, you too. Yeah, I'm pointing right at you, buddy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night.
We're so happy for you to come. Yeah. Awesome. So let's play are you ready for the intro again? Okay.
15 seconds to air. Stand by, all cameras.
Ready with slow motion and isolated cameras.
Stand by, videotape, and rotate.
And tape is rolling in less than 5, in 3, 2, 1.
Take tape.
and she jumps the gun again.
Oh my God! Sorry.
She jumped the gun again. But just so you know, this is Fantasy Football Fever. So, on behalf of my good friends Irene Namer, Daniel Cohen, Andrew Sinclair, our Commissioner John Natale, and we want to send a piece to John Flynn. He is attending a baseball game. I think it's Mets and Phillies, something he was saying he was going to attend. But hopefully we'll have John Flynn back here. But in the meantime, remember to check John Flynn and his podcast, Hooked on Sports. Find it on Apple Podcasts, find it on Spotify, anywhere you find podcasts. So on behalf of this motley crew that we have here, my name is Tim McClellan. Thanks for watching this. God bless you all. And remember, be a good sport. See ya.